Khloe Kardashian recently sparked concerns over the way that she seemingly ignores her son Tatum, and Kanye West is reportedly worried that all of the boys in the Kar-Jenner family, including his own two sons, have been abandoned.
Why do the Kardashians only post their daughters but not their sons? Because they can't profit off the boys the same way they can profit off the girls.
There is something very bizarre about the way that Khloe obsessively posts her daughter True on social media, and yet she never shares any photos or updates about her son Tatum.
Originally, he was delivered via surrogate, or the stork, I like to say. And at first, I really did not know what I was going to name him. I wanted to meet him and feel him out a little bit.
Some fans initially speculated that Khloe didn't bond with her son because Tatum was born via surrogate. However, according to Kanye West, the real reason Khloe seems to be ignoring her son is because Kris Jenner taught all of her daughters how to monetize girls, and they simply don't see any value in promoting their sons.
And I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
Khloe Kardashian's son Tatum will turn 1 soon. But unless you have an unhealthy obsession with the Kardashians, you probably forgot that Khloe even has a son because she never posts him on social media. Now, you may be thinking this is actually a good thing because all kids deserve privacy. But while that's definitely true, we can't help but wonder why Khloe doesn't afford the same kind of privacy to her daughter. See, as soon as Khloe gave birth to her daughter True, she started posting photos of her on Instagram and putting filters on her. Within just a few months after True was born, Khloe's feed was already flooded with carefully edited photos of her daughter. Now, since then, Khloe never stopped sharing photos of True, and before True even turned 1, Khloe had already started making money off of her by putting her in sponsored posts. There are also a lot of True's photos on Khloe's feed where True is basically used as a prop to show off her mom's wealth, like this photo that Khloe posted when True was just 6 months old, showing her surrounded by Khloe's collection of Birkin bags. And what's even more bizarre is that Khloe often uses True in her thirst trap photos. Like, who even poses like this while holding a baby? But that's not all. Fans also noticed that True's skin color in Khloe's photos is much lighter than the candid photos of True snapped by the paparazzi. Lately, Khloe also started using True in commercials for random products that are not even targeted at kids, like migraine treatments and vegan butter. Now, obviously, Khloe started monetizing True from an early age. However, her son is completely MIA from her social media, and Khloe has more photos with her niece Dream than with her son. Fans recently started calling out Khloe for acting like Tatum doesn't exist, and one Reddit user expressed concern over this, saying that Khloe seems completely detached from her son while obsessively posting about True. And while some fans speculated that Khloe's having issues bonding with Tatum because she didn't carry him, the majority of fans are convinced the real reason is much more superficial, because we've already seen the same pattern with Khloe's mom Kris and her sisters Kim and Kylie. It's also just the way the family treats boys, I think, one fan said. And another person responded, "This is exactly the reason. They're working on monetizing the girls when their era is over. Guaranteed, North, Penelope, True, Stormy, and Chicago are the next Kar-Jenner headache. Boys earn big money on social media thirst traps." And these fans might be onto something because Kanye West previously tried to warn us about this, and he was also worried that Kim would exploit his daughters just like Kris Jenner exploited Kim and her sisters. Back in 2020, shortly after Kanye escaped to his Wyoming ranch and claimed Kris and Kim tried to fly in with 2 doctors and lock him up, Kanye tweeted this: "I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God." And in a follow-up tweet, Kanye added, "I put my life on the line for my children that North's mother would never sell her sex tape." And now it's becoming clear that Kanye knew what he was talking about, because Kim has been doing the most lately to push North into the spotlight. But what's also really disturbing is that Kim doesn't seem too concerned about how all of this media attention will affect North in the long run, and it seems like she's just using North to raise her own publicity. To give you just one example, Kim recently sparked backlash after a clip went viral showing North standing on the sidewalk surrounded by bodyguards while Kim walked the red carpet at the Met Gala. And though North was protected by Kim's security team, you could tell by the way she was pacing back and forth that she was uncomfortable and distressed. None of the other celebs brought their kids to the Met Gala, so this was clearly Kim's desperate attempt to get some publicity because she didn't have a date and she was reportedly embarrassed to go alone. Now, when it comes to Chicago, Kim is is taking a similar approach, and though Chicago is still too young to be dragged to red carpet events, you can tell that Kim is already obsessed with the way that Chicago looks because every time she posts on her social media, Kim always makes sure to say Chicago is her mini-me. Besides that, Kim is already teaching Chicago how to pout for the camera and use filters. But when it comes to her sons Saint and Sam, Kim almost never brings them to any events, and she only posts photos of them on their birthdays or special family occasions. A clip also recently surfaced showing Kim hugging Saint in front of the paparazzi before seemingly pushing him away and trying to get him to leave in a different car with her bodyguard. And you may think we're reading too much into this, but wait until you see what Saint had to say about Kim in a video for Mother's Day. For Mother's Day, Kim took to her Instagram stories to share a video message Saint recorded for her. And at one point, Saint said that he often tells Kim she's nothing to him.
Mom, I'm very grateful for you. I know I'm rude to you a lot. I say you're nothing to me, but you mean the world to me. I love you more than anything.
Sure, the rest of the video is cute, but why would a 7-year-old boy tell his mom, "You're nothing to me"? A 7-year-old shouldn't even have a concept of what "you're nothing to me" means. Many fans jump to the comments to say that it looks like Kim doesn't really have a close bond with her son because she's too busy focusing on herself and using her daughter North for publicity. She means nothing to her son because the nannies are raising him, one fan said. And another person added, she's always seen with North and not so much with her other 3 children. For a child to say that? Yikes. As for Khloe, for Mother's Day, she shared the gift she received from True and her niece Dream. And while obviously her son Tatum is too young to make her a gift, it's still weird that she didn't even mention him in her Mother's Day post. It's really becoming obvious that boys are treated very differently than the girls in the Kardashian family. And the sad part is that besides Kanye, no one is talking about this. Fans are saying that they feel sorry for both True and Tatum because it looks like Khloe is exploiting one of them for profit while ignoring the other. I think the return on the investment is just much higher with the girls. I don't think that they're protecting their sons as much as seeing them as less valuable. But how do you feel about the way Khloe is treating her son? Do you think she's really ignoring him because she can't monetize him like her daughter? Comment down below and make sure to check out this next video.